Well, welcome everybody to what is a really important game, which is going to be played here in conditions somewhat suboptimal. The rain is falling heavily, the players are feeling it on their backs, and soon the pitch will be evidently much wetter than is perfect. It's going to be a test for all involved. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And that gets things running. Eden Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Valverde. Oh, nice touch. He's having a shot! Off the post! Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Gonzalez. That has not gone well. Out for a throw. Gonzalez. Oh, he's bustling through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not a hint of offside here. Lofted in. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
Vinicius Junior, and the finish! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, good spread. Stood up well to him there. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Still goalless at the moment. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Out towards the flank. Aimed at the far side. Punched away. And the counter is on. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Llobregat really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Camavinga. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Mbappe is magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And he's definitely onside. Here's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Eder Militao. Now, can they get him away? He's having a pop! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, going behind simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Shifted it to the flank. This might spell danger. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Marcó en el minuto 39 el dorsal 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Madrid have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Can he finish? A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that is out of play. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And yet another chance goes to waste. So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
That's a throw. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And here's Vinicius, and the shot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that is all they have time for. Madrid are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. Second period then underway.
Madrid are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, he's having a go! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Carreras gets over and intercepts. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can... Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So their 4th corner of the game. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. And here's Goulet. That's a throw. Gonzalez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vinicius Junior looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
He's having a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He's well positioned here. And that is well cleared. That's been won straight back. Here's Camavinga. Goes for a shot! Gonzalez. Not the most convincing of passes. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gonzalez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Mbappe, given the lift of his goal, pass is just off target. Gonzalez. He's looking wide. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, look at the space here. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
It's a lovely, neat pass. Good time, excellent interception. Eder Militao. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good ball, good take. And he shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Mbappe has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Pickle. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Can he get it through? Tries a shot! quality ball.
Llobregat really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And that has left him in a heap. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Valverde. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No, that's been intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. And time is up. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
My thanks to Jim.